Shalom. First off, I want to give all honors, glory, and praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Rakakudash. The name of the Most High in the ancient Hebrew is Yahweh, which means He is. Bahashem in the Hebrew means in the name. Salaki in the English it means in the name, but in the Hebrew is Bahashem. In the name of who the world calls Christ, His name in the Hebrew is Yahushai, which means He delivers. Double honors to the apostles and to the elders and to the bishops of Great Millstone GMS that rule well. Shalom to the elect and to the 144,000. And to you brothers that push this word to the four corners of the earth. To you I say shalom. This is the brother Halal from the Great Millstone GMS Chicago camp. And this lesson is going to be a response to the brother Yarmiah Kazak. You know, this is a very edifying brother through the spirit. And he produces very edifying lessons. So subscribe to his TikTok channel and his YouTube channel and be edified. So I'm going to let this video play. And Lord will, this lesson is edifying to the elect and to the body.
Shalom, all praises be to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Hey, you know, with just little human interactions and things like that, social things like that, right? It's good to address little things early before they become big things, right? We all human, man, you know? So always try to address things early before they grow into big things. That's the same thing with any type of disease or illness, right? If they say if they catch cancer in the first stage, you know, it's better to save you than it's in the fourth stage. So you want to cut these little tumors out that are basically bringing you ill will, right? That may be with, you know, with anything, man. So just keep that perspective, all right? And that's with the doctrine as well. Shalom to the elect. Shalom.
So, you know, in this truth, you know, when the brothers come together and we fellowship with one another, you know, we always try to make sure that there's no grudges or no contention amongst the brotherhood, man. And when it comes to, you know, forgiving brothers, you know, if you ever have a problem with a brother or a brother offended you in some way, you shouldn't sit back and, you know, hold the grudge in secret. You know, you have to meet up with that brother in the secret place and talk to him about what made you offended at him, man. That's why at Great Millstone, we always say in the group meet, Salakia for any and all offenses. Because we always strive for companionship with our brethren and the men and the elders that fellowship with us in this truth. So we don't want any divisions or any problems amongst the brotherhood, man. And he even compared it to a disease because a disease may start out small, but it will spread to the rest of the body very quickly. And as it gradually increases, it becomes more dangerous than it ever was before. So it's the same way with the brotherhood, man. You always have to forgive and be reconciled to your brother because this is family. The brotherhood is our only family in this world, man. The rest of these people that don't do the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, they are considered our enemies. You know, from people that we may know, even to our own relatives, man. Whether it be mother or father, if they do not do the will of the Lord, they are our enemies by default. So I'm going to go to the book of Matthew, chapter 5, and I'll start at verse 30. And it says, if thy right hand offend thee, cut it off and cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell. And this scripture is not talking about you actually removing your right hand. It's talking about whatever problem that you may have that causes you to slack and, you know, have problems in the brotherhood. You're supposed to remove that from your life so that way you can examine yourself and become a better than you were before. Because this truth, you know, it's a constant battle with yourself, whether it be things in your life that are all distractions. You know, people having secret grudges, all that stuff that offends the body of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, you have to cast it off. Let's go into the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 13 and verse 5. And it says, examine yourself. So when you're in this truth, you have to always examine yourself in every way of life. When you're around brothers and when you're by yourself, when you're at camp, every day you have to constantly examine yourself to see whether you're right in the spirit. or whether Yahweh Shema Shai will even accept you. Because we don't know whether we're chosen or not. Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. So you have to examine yourselves to prove whether you're really in this truth or not. Whether you really, whether you actually care about the brotherhood and care about the prophecies and the things of Yahweh Shema Shai. Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not yourselves that Yahweh Shai HaMashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates. So in this truth, you always have to examine yourself. And if it's any, thing about you that may seem like it doesn't belong, get rid of that distraction. So that way you can be better equipped to serve Yahweh Shema Shai with no offenses. Amongst the brotherhood and amongst the men that sacrifice their lives and their time to do so in order to be a part of the ministry of Yahweh Shai and serve the Lord. And especially in these last days. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, and I'll start at verse 23. And it says, therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar, and there rememberest that thy brother have aught against thee, leave there thy gift before the altar, and go thy way first, be reconciled with thy brother, and then come and offer thy gift. So you can't even offer a gift to the altar without being reconciled to your brother. So to break that all down, if there's any grudge that you have against another brother, you have to meet up with that brother in a secret place and tell him what made you offended. So that way you can be reconciled to your brother and gain that trust. That's how it has to be in the brotherhood. That's why in the group meet, every single day, it's always a brother saying Salakia for any and all offenses. Because we want to be forgiven by the men of Yahweh Shema Shai. We don't want to offend the Lord's servants. Because that right there is a very dangerous offense. To offend a man that's laboring in order to serve Yahweh Shai, that is a very guilty offense. And none of us want to be accused of doing such a thing. So that's why we always want to be reconciled to our brother and forgive our brother for any trespass that may have happened. So in Great Millstone, we're not supposed to hold grudges. If you have any problem with a brother, meet up with that brother in the secret place and tell him what made you offended, so that way you and that brother can be reconciled together. This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 8. Finally, be ye all of one mind, having compassion toward one another. Love as brethren, be pitiful, be courteous, not rending evil for evil or railing for railing, but contrariwise blessing, knowing that ye are all thereunto called, that ye should inherit a blessing. So we're all supposed to be of one mind towards one another, and we're all supposed to have compassion. That's how it's supposed to be as men of Yahweh Shema Shai. We're always supposed to recognize a brother and recognize his spirit and know how to act when around them. Because not all brothers, come from the same walks of life. So we have to be compassionate and be pitiful and learn how to properly conduct ourselves around the men of the Lord, and especially around the elders. The last scripture I'm going to get is the book of Matthew, chapter 18, and verse 21. And it says, then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how often shall my brother sin against me and I forgive him? Till 7 times? Yahweh Shai saith unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7. So, in this truth, we're still in this flesh. So there's always going to be some type of, stuff going on. A brother may offend you in some type of way. But the Lord said, but the Lord said to always forgive your brother 70 times 7, which means that no matter how many times a brother sins against you or offends you, if he's still in this ministry and he's still a man of Yahweh Shema Shai and sincere, you have to forgive that brother and be reconciled to that brother, so that way the brethren can dwell in unity with no divisions, perfectly compassionate towards one another, because in this world, we're all we have. So with that, I hope that was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles, and to our elders, and to the bishops of Great Millstone GMS, Shalom, and Kwam Yasharallah.